vacuum. Sorry if it's a bit windy and the sound's not too good, but this is a message to stop showing everybody your groin. Well, the situation is on Albie's property. Well, it's not his, he's leasing it. This property behind me all belongs to an American. He's quite a rich fella, he's had it for many decades. Back in the early 1980s, during the end of the Cold War, or during the Cold War, being an American, there's a big threat of obviously a nuclear war, and they were very concerned about their safety. This rich family bought this property here at so I'll give you the latitude and longitude as to where I am. Hopefully by satellite picture you won't see this dog. Just sit there, will ya? Hasn't seen anyone for a while. Up behind me here to this side, this big open field, it's all in the shape of a rectangular sealed off section from the rest of the property. He has underground here more than 100 water tanks. I'll show you them a bit later on in the footage as to what the tank looks like, but there's more than 100 of them. He has a desalination plant, there's a nuclear fallout shelter which I'm going to show you in a minute. There's a house that's just decked out for post-Holocaust livings, I guess. It's a bit interesting that, yeah, it's an interesting situation. I thought I might show it to you. I've got this rope here, torch. I'm going to go down and have a look at it. Apparently the fallout shelter was once full of water and they've drained it all out and found remains of stockpiles of tin food. He's got his own desalination kit, and as you see underneath in that field all around it, there's hundreds and hundreds of these massive water tanks all full of water. They're full of water right now. Anyway, but you might find it interesting. It's the 24th of October 2010, 20 past 9 in the morning. Crikey, dog. Let's get going. Right, this was built, not quite sure, but you can tell by the style, late 70s, very early 1980s. That lookout tower that you see there is pretty much nothing more than that. There's not much room up the top there other than just to look out over the whole property. But because we're at the highest point of this area, that lookout tower you can see in every direction. You can't approach this house without being seen from up there. Now, underneath there, the staircase goes down to the centre floor and there's a basement, twice the size of that area there, underneath the ground. But that's not the actual fallout shelter. Fallout shelter's over around the back, and we'll go there now. I do believe these people probably should be back in the United States at the moment. I think they have properties all over the world, and this is just one of them. It was mainly just bought just for this purpose. There is back, this is looking east, back that way there is a landing strip. The idea was that he was going to, in the event of a nuclear war against Russia, he would jump in his private jet, fly over here to Australia, land the plane here, then come here and then sit it out. Underneath the ground here you've got water. There's I think it's part of his desalination kit. You've got filtration systems. That pipeline there goes down over into there, and I know that there is full of water, but I'm not going to go looking under there because I think last time I did here I'll see a snake. But, anyway, I'll go show you the interesting part. Right, at the back of the house now, that's looking south. That's the tower that I was just showing you a moment ago. It's quite a big house. It's got everything inside. There's a whole workshop in there. There's even an old truck in the garage from the old 1970s, I believe. What I'm standing on here, it just doubles up as a water tank. But this is actually an entrance to a fallout shelter. Watching out the snakes around here. That's what you got here. On this side, well, that's just a lid, replacement lid. The reason why I bought this piece of wood was basically was to go across. Let's stand this up. Like that down in there. Gives you an idea as to what's going on here. So I guess the idea was to come to this house, run out the back here, open this lid. It's got like two sections to it, so the top section's supposed to close, and then they would have closed that from the inside. It looks like a gap there for a hinge system. That is bloody thick concrete. It's a little too thick for just a plain old water tank. See if we can zoom in, if the light can adjust. See, that's a supporting pillar, and that's a bit of an overkill for water, as you can probably see. So what I'm going to do, that looks about 4 or 5 metres down to the ground, to the bottom of it there. At this stage I've never been down here before, but I've seen it. This actually doubles up as a slurry. Oh, interesting, I didn't see this before. You've got, that's the air vent systems. There's another entrance over there. You hear the echo of it. This place is big. We're going to go down there. Interesting. So that'll be obviously to suck air in and clean it out and whatnot. That fan certainly isn't built for pumping water. Never seen anything like it. Three-phase power coming from the house. I do believe he's got his own generator. Runs on the shed there. There's a tank big enough to run that generator. It could run constantly for a couple of weeks at least. It could just run power. So I think what I'm doing is a bit crazy and dangerous, but I think the world at the moment is kind of crazy and dangerous all around, really. Reaches quite easily. I'll have a quick look, see on the other side there, there could actually be a ladder, but just go straight down. I mean, you think you would have made it too difficult for a person to make it too awkward to get down there in a hurry. If you came down here and you actually needed to use this, you would have needed it in a hurry. Around. Let's go and let's have a look. Let's have a look in here. So, turn this light. So I mean you've got three-phase power that would come from the generator. Oops. This tripod's not the best. Now this is full of water, this one. Jiggers, tell you what, that is clean water though. That's very, very clean water. There's no dirt in the bottom or anything, and so there's a lot of it too. It's a clean water source protected from the air above. I think in a post-Holocaust situation, this would be that's a decent amount of water there. You can certainly use that. Yep, there's a room underneath us right here. Alright, and that must go into that way. Damn, where does it go? It goes across that way. Oh, that'll be from the air collection point way over the other side. I've seen that. Outside there. And the cabling and whatnot to feed it through. Obviously they didn't have any much intention of people coming back down here. They must have figured out well after the Cold War was over that there was no chance of a nuclear war now, but as you and I both know, that's not the case. there's a doorway on the other side there. Yeah, this is all too tempting, isn't it? If you kind of look at that, I could probably reach that from down there. Probably able to get the camera as well. What I might have to do is go handheld from here. So I'll stop this recording and... Right, we're inside. That's your entrance. All waterproof walls, concrete reinforced, and a mop bucket. And here you have, it's been jackhammered out. I wonder why that is. Reinforced steel. You got a slurry of mud in the bottom here. Interesting. A lot of money and time's been spent into this though. It's almost like the way it's been jackhammered out and remade, like someone's probably to disguise the whole thing. Someone's asked someone to build a couple of big underground water tanks, not telling them what it's really for, and then jackhammered out and made their own little corridor passageway that goes into it. So you've gone from the first chamber back there, which says we've gone in. You can seal that up behind you, and come down this corridor. And this room's full of water now. What have you got there? Look, your air vents, air propulsion systems. You've got power box. The whole room down there looks like a cold room. There's another sealed off section. You got doorway there. You could actually seal it. I dare say this place really could take it. You know, if there was a nuclear blast nearby, certainly in Esperance, I dare say you would survive it out here. You've got lighting systems. Look at the way the lighting systems have been done. Power box. A couple of drums there. Apparently when this place was discovered by the locals before, when I was told about it, in that room there, it was full of tin food and supplies, that sort of thing. You can see up on the roof. It's, obviously with the depth of the water now, it's enough to, plus a slurry of mud at the bottom. You have to pump all this out if you wanted to use this place again. There's a couple of feet, it's not drowning, but light globes. And, a lot of money spent. Looking at the roof, the way it's been moulded, this is strong stuff. This has been severely, it's been very well done. This is not done roughly, clearly not done just to capture water. A lot of condensation on the roof there, dripping in the, must be a bit of a leak. It's seeping through the ground. But this will be severely reinforced concrete here. I dare say that lid that we saw above us, when I looked up on the ground upstairs there, it must be above about here. So what direction is this? Is it heading that way? Room's under here. Fascinating. I'm running out of time, I've got to get out of here. But I just thought you might find this interesting, that all the things that we've done to prepare for their old rainy day, this is how much effort other people have gone to prepare for this day. You can see the water line there. But, not a huge room, but for a couple of weeks you could set it out. You could ride it out in there if you had to. There's no other doorways that I can see. I think Dad say this is the dead end. I don't think you need to go any deeper than this. But, that's elastic gun. But the water in here is quite clean as well. I dare say fresh. And that's the way back out. That's about 4 metres, 5 metres long. Joshua would have loved to have come down here. Yeah. trenchless. Well waterproofed walls. Anyway, there you go. There you have it. You can fall out shelter. Dog's barking. Hope someone's not here. Alright. Let's get out of here. Right, after clambering my way out, that's the entrance. So the big holes there, the doorway I went through would be about here. So under the ground is where this indentation, that earth is. See, the ground is separated and sunken in. See down here, the water's naturally just dropped down. Probably washed around the sides of the tank. This is interesting, really, that where that well is through there. So there's your fallout shelter right there. So there's your house entrance. There's a shelter under the ground. But what's this over here? There's something, the way this has fallen in the ground here too. Looking at the sides of it, I dare say that behind that room, where the water was, where I couldn't get to, I'd say there's another corridor. Maybe there's another doorway, because there's the other fallout shelter. That's where I went in there, climbed through the tunnel, so that room in there. But over here, it could be about here. I don't know. It doesn't seem right though. So I dare say that there's a lot more to this fallout shelter than just what it is that I've seen. But those air vent points that we looked into, they come out of the ground just here, as you can see, there and there. You can see them disappear into the ground. Obviously you must have a filtration system that's going to suck air from out here. It must be able to filter the fallout from the air. Off in the distance there there's a dam. King windmill. Little dam system out there. Where is it over there? There you go, that's if you want to look on your map, if you look on Google Earth as to where this is. So that's looking west, almost directly west. You can see from the height of this property, you can see in every direction, especially from up on that lookout tower. I'll just quickly show you that car. Get out of here. That'll be the big pile of earth that was dug up under the ground to create this. But you can see here, it's a fallout shelter entrance over there that I was just at. Here, we've got quite an elaborate water system. Now this would obviously lead to those 100 odd tanks that he's got. Filter box that obviously goes to here. I dare say this is his desalination system. Unless this is something else, but flipping heck, frogs. That can only mean snakes. See a frog just there. That would mean watch out for snakes. There's another water tank setup. This is just the same. Setup is the same inside here. Got a few frogs, but there's frogs like that. We have to definitely look up. Vacuum! Albie's other dog got bitten by a snake the other week. But obviously that out here is where all these tanks are buried under the ground here. There's about 100 of these tanks, and I'll show you in a minute on the way out how big they are. There's one out above the ground. We store a lot of water, an awful lot of water. Vacuum! You see how much dirt's just gone into just these couple of holes. More dirt. That's his generator over there. Generator room. I've got to go open up this hotel, so I'll talk to you. Might as well keep it rolling because it's quite an interesting place. This, I'll find a way to get through without getting bitten by a snake. starting to come up summertime. And with that many frogs in that tank, so there's some around here. This place has got everything. I could show you inside the house, but we've run out of time for this little doco. I'll show you next time. Just back looking down the truck. Yeah, that's right, it's a Ford 250. Don't know what runs, but jiggers, it's in good nick. Quite a handy truck. You get around this part of the world. It's really in good conditions, not a scratch on it. All panels are good. The tyres are still inflated. Good traction on it. I dare say that this would be worth some money, this, to a collector. Goodness me. Nice bus. Anyway. Back in, come on, let's go. We're out of here.